Hey everybody, this is Final Miner back for the second episode of our Let's Play. And yes, this is me using my good microphone again. And I had to record this for episode 2. That's episode 2 because for some strange reason I decided that I was on episode 3 and so I introduced it that way. Why would I why would I do that? I don't know. But anyway, don't get confused. You didn't miss an episode. I just miscounted. Um, yeah, and so later on, when I make the comment about how, oh, I'm not that bad at math actually, then yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoy the episode.
Hello there, Final Miner again, coming in for episode 3 of our Let's Play series. And the first thing we're going to do today is go out looking for some clay, because it's almost time for us to build our Tinker's Table. I've made a few improvements around here. You probably saw this at the end of last episode, I didn't mention it. I just kind of protected the entrance to our mining cave a little bit. Did not want stuff to jump on top of me when I was coming out. I don't like it when things jump on top of me. And I've been slowly expanding the farm here. We've got 9 flax planted. I started a little bit of canola, so when we get into actual additions, we'll have a little bit built up there. And our wheat's doing really well. We've got more than enough wheat to feed ourselves. 15 baguettes, 19 baguettes. 20 baguettes, 21. We do have storage drawers, and I went ahead and stuck cobble in there because it was starting to cram things up. I did a little bit of branch mining between last episode and this one, and we got some diamonds, but just 8. That was just one patch of it. I did a fair amount of branch mining, and just 8. So I was a little disappointed with that. But we've got a pretty healthy reserve of all the rest of our metals. So that's going to be good. That means we're going to be able to get started on a little bit more tech, like ore refinement, things like that. And depending on how things go with getting the hammer, we may have plenty of building materials to go ahead and start building an actual base. So that'll be nice. Nice to be living in a base instead of just continuing to wander around like a homeless person. Like I said, we're going to go get some clay, so yeah, how about we have a shovel for that? It's going to get a little awkward otherwise. Oh, something I meant to check out before is if there's an easy way. I guess not really. Ice, as in sacrifice. Sacrificial. Okay, so I was wondering if there's an easy way. Ow. Oh, that was bees. For a second there I thought, is that poison ivy? Poison ivy? And then I realized there's absolutely no way. The reason why I wanted to know if there was an easier way to break ice is because we're trying to find clay, and realistic terrain generation does a really good job of putting clay in rivers. Our problem is the only river we have is totally frozen. Oh. And that's just gravel. Oh, don't tell me the whole river is covered in gravel. So we're going to have to do a little bit of dangerous clay mining here. If we can actually find some, we're going to have to dive underwater, dig it up, and then just cross our fingers, I guess, and hope that we don't drown. But we do have some torches with us. So if we have to, we can torch trick. Oh, it looks like there's some clay over there. Yeah, if we didn't have torches, we'd be dead by now. Because we wouldn't have time to break our way back out of the back out of the water, back out of the ice. Okay, so this is good. I was a little worried that frozen rivers just wouldn't have very much clay in them at all, but it looks like we found a pretty nice deposit here. I will say that outside of rivers, it's pretty tough to find clay with realistic terrain generation. So we're actually quite lucky that we had a frozen river running through the middle of our little frozen continent here. That one goes up. Is that one? Nope. I was wondering if there was an opening there. There's not. Okay, that looks like all the clay in this area, and that gives us about a stack and a fourth. A little bit less than a fourth. Oh, that looks like some clay also. Okay, we're having really good luck finding clay, so that's not going to be a problem. And I just realized this. I hope you guys can see what's going on here. I hope it's not too dark. I realize I've been doing a pretty bad job of making it light enough for you guys to see when I was underground. Oops. So hopefully I'll be doing a better job of that. I always just kind of assume that you can see what I can see, but that's probably not the case. So either way, we're almost done here. And this should be enough clay to keep us good for a while now. Uh-oh. Here we go. And we'll check out how much we have here in just a second. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, so now we've got about 2.5 stacks. Also pretty good. I'd like to get a little more. Just a little more. That way we don't have to go clay diving. Whatever. We don't have to go clay diving anytime soon. There's a little bit more there. Come on now. So, the good news is, as soon as we get this done, we should have everything we need to go ahead and produce some grout and get the Tinker smeltery going. And with that, we'll be able to get some decent tools and do a better job of mining. Upsa-daisy. Okay, so now we've got about 3.5. That's pretty good. I'd say that's good enough for now. And with the sun going down, it would be better for us to go ahead and head back to our clearing base. Okay, it's just a bit under a tree. Alright guys, this is not that exciting, so back in a second. Oh yeah, and I did take my own advice and go ahead and move my bed underground. Okay, so here we go. As it turns out, I've got way more clay than I had gravel. Gravel's going to be kind of our limiting factor. Normally I'll count up and I'll figure out exactly how much grout I need to be able to get everything done, and I'm usually wrong. Yeah, so I think instead what I'll do is I'll just make a whole bunch. That seems a little bit more reasonable anyway. And we've only got one furnace. That's going to take forever. We're not going to do it that way. So we're just going to go ahead and build ourselves a nice big bank of furnaces. Yeah. It'll be much faster. Okay, 6 furnaces. Alright. See, there's 6, and we have 112. Oh wait, no. Oh, totally wrong. Okay, so each of them will have about 40. Okay, good. See what I did there? I just dragged one of the stacks across. Oh, it's not going to be 40. You know what? Never mind. We'll just go with 40. we go. That should do pretty well. Alright. Actually, this is probably a little bit easier. I may end up running out of coal before... Oh, I only need 5 there. I may end up running out of coal before I get everything smelted. There we go. Yeah. I may end up finishing the first smelting in my first furnace before I get the rest of these even filled out. Okay, 32. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, and then we'll just toss the rest in here. And that should do it. Once that's all filled out, we're going to need a little bit of glass, which we do not have. And rather than waiting on that, let's go ahead and make another furnace. Oh, coal. I'm all out. I guess 6 is enough. I really like to make the seared windows, I think is what they're called, so that I can see inside of the smeltery. Not very useful at all, actually. Pretty much useless, but I just like the way it looks. So I think this will be just enough glass to get 1 smeltery tank and 1 window. So instead of that, I think I'll probably I'll save the rest of the glass. We'll probably make like a tank or something to bring lava up with. So, speaking of that, let's take a look at what kind of tanks we have available. I'm going to have to end up bucketing this first one. Ender tank? No. Multi-tank. Oh, yeah. Actually, you can take the seared tanks and you can place them down and bucket them full and then break them and carry them back up to your smeltery, and they'll keep the lava in them. The only problem is they only hold, 4 buckets of lava at once, so they're not great for that. The Ender IO fluid tank is really good. We're just going to have to produce 8 ingots worth of iron first, and we don't have any ore duplication yet. But it's probably the right way to go. Those are really good, just if nothing else, because they have the ability to push their lava out into the smeltery. So we can do that and not have to worry about lava anytime soon. Okay, stick 1 there, a tank and a controller. I like to go ahead and make 3 channels to start with. Don't ask me why. It just seems like a good number to use in the beginning. And that'll go with them. Okay, and 12 blocks. Yeah, that's not even near enough. Hopefully we've got a lot more coming. Yeah, we've got a little bit more. This is the one time where I kind of wish that Minecraft had controls like Factorio. Something where you could just mouse over a furnace or something and then control click it and pick up all of the output. Boy, wouldn't that be nice. Factorio does a really good job of that. Just making the little interface enhancements. Nighttime? Okay. We'll go ahead and sleep because the grout is just about finished and the furnace is down there. Oh, come on, you're killing me. And we'll be getting started as soon as they're done. So we'll go ahead and start with the traditional 3x3 sized smeltery. You know, where the inside floor of it is 3 by 3. Yeah, those are getting pretty close. Control click. Control click. I wish. 12 more. That should be enough to start. So I think we can probably just, why not? I'll just slap it down here. We could take it underground and it would be a lot safer. A lot safer for us to use it, basically. How about right up here? I busted my shovels digging up sand, so no more shovel. Alright. Yes, yes, yes. No! No! Yeah, let's go back 2 more. That'll give us plenty of room to stand in front of it. Punching grass again. Episode 3, and we're still punching grass. Okay. Let's see here. We don't have too many specialized blocks to put in there. A lot of people complain about cobble being a really ugly block, but when it comes to the smeltery, I think it's actually a really good block. I think it matches really well. You may think I'm crazy, but I think it just matches the overall style. You know what? I am crazy. I have to put this fella down. I think it matches the overall style. Another block that looks really, really good to kind of detail out a smeltery is Abyssal Stone from Railcraft. That's a good looking block. I like to use it here in the corners, and the black of the Abyssal Stone is just a bit blacker than the seared stone, and so it gives it a nice kind of detailed exterior to it. We almost have enough on us just to build a 2-tier. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, we do have enough. That's what I meant. Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. So we have enough for the Ender IO tank, but we don't have enough for the bucket. We don't have a bucket. Oh, and I do this a lot, but oh, see, I miscounted. I'm actually pretty good at math, but for whatever reason, when it comes to counting stuff in Minecraft, I just can't do it. All right, let's go ahead and do this. There's our tank. I was gonna say something awesome. Oh yeah, about how forgetful I am. You know what? Let's switch this out. One thing I often do, I'll set up my smeltery, and I'll have all the faucets in place and everything, and I'll kind of step back and say, okay, that's really good. And then I'll realize I don't have enough for a casting table or a basin. I have to go dig up some more clay or something. Whatever is the most annoying and troublesome to get, that's what I don't have enough of. There we go. Okay. Alrighty. Time for some lava. Fortunately for us, I know exactly where to go. Back in a second. Okay, here we are down in the branch mine. And I did a little bit of branch mining. And then down one of these, actually broke into a cave. Down one of... Okay, I'm going to cheat a little. Okay. Behind me on my left. Is that it? No. Anyway, down one of these, I broke into a cave on the side. And I did a little bit of caving, which is always nice. When you're trying to find resources, do a little bit of caving. And we found some lava pools. Oh man, this is terrible. Did I just go the wrong way? Yeah, I did. Sorry guys. So it should be right about here. Oh man, I can't even get lucky. Oh come on, that's obvious. Why didn't I see that? Anyway, found a little underground puddle. I kept hearing zombie sounds, so I kept digging. Came up here, and we found a cave. So, yay, we have a nice supply of lava. And another nice supply of lava. Yay. Good job. Final, you did a good job. If I remember, these hold 16. Could be way off. It's 5. Is it just me, or do buckets make a different sound than they used to? I'm so ignorant when it comes to 110. Let's see. And one more for the road. Yep. There we go. Alrighty. Back in a second. Okay. So I took a quick look through the manual, and here's a few thoughts I had. Wood. I've always loved regenerating tools. I just really love the fact that I don't have to constantly go back and repair them. And if you do want to end up combining them with something like obsidian to give them extra durability, the regeneration actually works even better. So those two combine really well. However, I don't know, maybe for the extra slot I would use it, because the handle modifier is just, I guess, average and not much durability on it. So it's a good early game thing. Stone? No. For a hammer, let's see. Obsidian. I did see that obsidian has a mining level of cobalt, which is actually pretty interesting. And that may be what we end up doing in order to mine up our cobalt. Either that, or we'll use a sharpening kit later on. It also has a pretty good mining speed. Yes, we'll probably end up making a pick like that later on. It does have a pretty big durability hit to it though. So, yeah, it's probably better in the extra slot. And use a sharpening kit like on a pick or something. Now bone, I was really glad that bone has actually become a really good material to use in weapons, because fractured, I mean, you do more damage. Well, that's good. For a weapon, that's really good. And splintering is actually pretty good too, as long as you keep hitting him. The problem is, you know, that attack is pretty awful. And the durability is, you know, not that special either. So I guess you could use a sharpening kit on it later. Maybe that would increase the attack. But, it's probably better for a handle, which it's actually pretty good at, or your extra slot. Prismarine, we're not going to have any of that anytime soon. Sponge is a really good handle. And it actually has pretty good durability for handle material too. So I thought that was good. Yeah, but then there's the problem. So you're not going to be using it for a weapon. However, we are going to need silk touch. We're going to need to be able to silk touch up some redstone, if it works the same way as 1710. we're going to need to silk touch up some redstone so we can process it for thermal expansion secondary outputs. But yeah, that is a really good handled material. Firewood, we're not ready to go to the nether yet. Now iron, I really like the magnetic modifier, especially on a pickaxe. But for the hammer, it's just not going to matter. We're probably going to end up throwing away more cobblestone than we pick up once we really start mining. Pig iron, funny, but no. Night slime. Now here's what I found with night slime. This is a perfect material for a shovel. Because first of all, if you can break the block with your hand, it mines even faster. Okay, well, what's that? Sand, dirt, gravel, pretty much everything a shovel goes on. And then the unnatural modifier, it mines faster the higher it is above the mining level required. Well, what's the mining level required for sand, dirt, gravel, soul sand? You just need a stone shovel. So this thing will actually mine anything that a shovel wants to mine insanely fast. And the durability is good too, really good. And then there's the two slimes here. Slime on the head is basically useless unless all you need is tons of durability. I need a little bit more than tons of durability. And the handle modifier is, not that great. It does add a pretty good bit of durability in the extra slot. It's also slimy. Yeah, I think that spawns random slimes. And then blue slime is actually a pretty fair handle. It has a really nice beefy handle modifier, even though it has that -50 to it. And in every other way, it's worse than regular slime. Magma slime. Yeah, we're going to end up making a weapon. We're going to end up making a sword out of this at some point. Maybe a rapier, because the superheat deal bonus damage to enemies on fire. So, especially if that's flat damage bonus, like +5 or whatever, damage to enemies on fire, then you want to have something that hits quickly. Can you imagine a rapier with +5 damage? It's going to hit like crazy. I guess the big drawback here is enemies on fire are kind of tough to hit anyway, because whenever they take burn damage, they get some invincibility frames. And it's very, very in the other slots. Flammable, sets them on fire if you block. That's a pretty good defensive thing, except against zombies, who it's really terrible against. So, yeah. If we want to use superheat at some point, then we're going to have to figure out how to set things on fire. So maybe that's where that comes in handy. I love this Iridiculous. Iridiculous. Ha 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 ha. I thought it was funny. And then Cobalt. Cobalt's going to be the perfect hammer. I mean, for the hammerhead especially. Because what do? You basically end up mining really long tunnels with it. And momentum, the longer you mine, the faster you go. Well, that's pretty much perfect. So, what can you say? Now, Petramore, I've seen this before, but I'm wondering, does it just suck it out of your inventory? Or does it just mean that you can repair it with stone? Because that would be great for a hammer. We're not ready to take either one of these metals for a hammer. We haven't even been to the nether. But eventually, if we end up wanting to have a really, really good mining hammer, that'd be really nice. Because having to constantly find cobalt to repair your tool, that would be pretty awful. Pretty awful. Manulin has actually gotten a little bit better at combat, if that's even possible. The attack is really high. And the more you hit them, the more damage they take. Well, okay. So I guess that makes it a boss killer. Copper does an okay job of stuff, and you gain extra experience while using it. Bronze has really good durability. It's a decent handle, and it adds a lot of extra durability. Pretty much, it gets more durable the more it wears out. So it basically has more hit points to it, and that's nice. It also has diamond level mining. So if we didn't have another way to get obsidian, that would be a good way to do it. Lead, poisonous. Oh, poisonous. I love damage over time type attacks. The problem is so many enemies are immune to poison. So it's basically pointless. Withering, really good. Holy is really good just because there's so many undead enemies in the game. But yeah, silver in other ways it's just kind of average. Steel is nice. We don't have steel yet. Now this looks like a lot of fun. This reminds me of, what was it called? The static shiv from League of Legends. Running around, charges it up, and then hitting somebody, discharges it. And I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, you could use this to do like a really strong first hit on an enemy. And then I thought, oh, creepers. I really don't want to hit a creeper and have him end up getting supercharged and blowing up in my face. Because I'll forget. You know, I will. I'll forget. Treated wood from Immersive Engineering. It looks like it's probably a little bit better, slightly better as a handle than regular wood. And otherwise, it's, basically the same. Thermal inversion sounds interesting, but I would have to see it first. We are in a cold biome. That's actually worth thinking about. So I could use this to set things on fire. Interesting. Constant and combined with magma slime, that would allow me to set them on fire. I assume when it says burn them, that means set them on fire. That would let me set them on fire and then do bonus damage after that. So that could be really good. But that's eventually for a weapon. That durability is just awful. Look at that, 25? That is just terrible. Demonic, which I believe is from Extra Utilities 2, it has whispering, which is described, there's no way you guys can read that, I don't think. It's described as modifier.xu_whispering.desk. Yeah. And then we get into the modifiers. So, for where we are right now, we can do bronze, and that has a durability of 430 for the head. And it has a pretty good mining speed, 6.8, and it also has a diamond mining level. It also has that dense attribute that'll make it last a bit longer. So that's probably where we're going to go with the head. Don't have any of these. Slime for a handle. I don't think we can find blue slime. We might be able to scout around a bit and find a slime island. And if we can, then we'll be able to find, enough blue slime to be able to build a handle out of it. But otherwise, we're not going to have access to that. Night slime? I actually don't remember how to make night slime. I'll have to look that up. It's not that great. It has really nice durability for a handle, though. Huh. We may end up going with iron after all for the hammerhead. Durability 204. Nah, we'll go with bronze. Sponge would be nice. We actually can probably find some sponge, because in these realistic terrain generation worlds, I've found that they'll actually appear in groups underwater. Not just underwater, but underground, underneath the bottom of the ocean. So we might be able to find some of that. The problem is we'd have to go hunting for it. Bone for a handle? Could be. That's really more aimed at a weapon though. So if we were going to do that, we might even be better off just going for wood or something to increase the regeneration and keep it around a little longer. So right now it's kind of looking like wood for a handle to get that regeneration and an average handle modifier. Bone would be a little bit better for the handle modifier, but then you wouldn't have regeneration. We could use the hammer as a weapon, but then, you know, that's not what we're building it for. Mining speed 707. The durability is far, far lower. But it'd be nice to have durate on it. If we could have both dense and durate, yeah, that could be really good. So maybe what we do is we have an obsidian head and maybe 2 bronze plates on it. I think that could be really good. And then have a wooden handle. Oh wait, I think they changed how that works. I think the plates are considered extra now, aren't they? I think that's considered an extra. So we would have obsidian plates and a bronze head. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Alright. Yeah, I've been down here in my little basement room staring at a book all day. Oh, yeah. So I had no idea what time of day it was. Well, I think we do have some aluminum. I'm going to go ahead and get the whole Tinker's construct thing started here. I may have to chop down some trees to get some more wood to get started. So I'll go ahead and cut here, and I'll be back once we've got all of our Tinker table stuff up. Okay, so we're all set up now. I just went ahead and stuck these along the back side of the Tinker's table. And we've got our stencils in here. So we know we're making a hammer. Go ahead and take a hammer pattern. Gonna need some plates. We're gonna need the tough tool rod. While we're at it, might as well get a pickaxe head, binding, and regular tool rod. We're going to end up wanting an axe head for a hatchet. Boy, those are so much better than they used to be, because now they can break leaves. What? Footsteps. Creeper. Where are you? I'm watching for you, creeper. They can break leaves without losing durability. Ah, that's pretty awesome. You know what? We need to go ahead and get a lumber axe pretty soon, just because all these trees are so tall. It's going to save a ton of time for me to be able to chop them down with one hit. And I think those use tough bindings. I don't remember. Whatever. Let's see. We don't have a shovel head yet, do we? And we're going to need a sword blade. And then we'll have to choose what sword to get. For now, we'll go ahead and go with the broadsword style. And that should do it. I already went ahead. There we go. I went ahead and threw a bunch of aluminum in here and a little bit of copper. So now we've got our aluminum brass ready. And we just need to go ahead and make the stone parts so we can go ahead and cast them. And for that we're going to need stone. Looks like night's coming again. Oh yeah, of course it is. Cow, did you see a creeper creeping around? We gotta stick together, Snow Cow. Never know what those creepers are gonna do. Alright. Let's see. Hammer. Yes, please. Plate. Tough rod. Oh, that's weird. Ha! Force the chest to expand like that, huh? Not that it does us any good. Let's see. Pickaxe head. For now, I think we'll just... Yeah. For now, I think we'll just go ahead and get the basics. The very, very basic basics. Oh yeah. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a creeper around if we don't go ahead and go underground. Go ahead and get those casting and head down to the bed. Apparently I'm extremely paranoid. I take my sword to bed and I hold it up in front of me all night long. Although I guess I would be that paranoid if I had no door between me and a bunch of flesh-hungry zombies. I think that would probably make just about anybody paranoid, to be fair. There we go. I almost made an aluminum brass tough rod. Okay, so let's see what we've got in here now. We should probably go ahead and cast an ingot and get that aluminum out of there, because we're going to have to make brass, or bronze, excuse me. We're going to have to make bronze, and as long as that aluminum is in there, we're not getting any copper in there. Yeah, not going to happen. Oh yeah, that's right. We had just enough bricks. I don't know if you noticed. We had just enough bricks after smelting all that up to add a third layer to the smeltery in addition to everything else we had on there. So it was perfect. Remember what I said about how I try to count everything up and make sure I have it just right? And then this time I just throw a bunch of random stuff in there and it's perfect. Yeah. Story of my life. Alrighty. One for you. Oh, wait, is that gonna... Oh. That was my iron. Yeah, that's something else I'll have to get used to. 2 blocks and 4 ingots. That's quite a lot. That's that, and that's that. And that should get all of our aluminum out of there. Okay. Time for copper. We probably don't have enough copper on hand. I haven't really been going out of my way to dig it up when I branch mine. So this is 7. In the smeltery it'll get doubled to 14. And making bronze is 3 parts. So this will double to 12. Where's our 10? There we go. So altogether this will give us 16 bronze ingots. I think we just need the 8 for the head. Yeah, I think we just need the 8. So we'll go like this. That should give us 8. And then we'll need to produce obsidian for the rest of it. Adios. Oh yeah, I've still got those bars in my inventory. All kinds of stuff cluttering it up here. Alright. Good stuff. There we go. 8 ingots of bronze. Hammerhead. So, obsidian. Go get some water. May not hurt to make another pressurized tank, just for the purpose of producing obsidian in this thing, because I think that's going to be our major method of producing obsidian for a while. 1 and 1. There we go. And we're going to need 8 of those. Yeah, let's just do that. It'd be kind of ridiculous to punish ourselves. So instead of punishing ourselves by running up and down constantly, let's just make it a little easier. Ingot cast. Yeah, okay. Smelt forming. So what else do we need here? Need a piece of glass and 4 bars. We've got all that stuff ready. I guess we can go ahead and put away our aluminum. Yeah. And we can put away some of these casts too, since we're not going to use them. I don't remember. Do these not fit anymore? Oh. You can only have 1, right? Like you can have casts or stencils in them. I think that's how it works. Luckily, I do watch other people stream and playing 110, or I watch YouTube and they're playing 110. So I don't have a completely, from scratch understanding of modded 110. That would be pretty bad for me. Does that look too horrible? It's kind of ghetto. Does that look too horrible? Not too bad. That's not too bad. I'll forgive myself. Iron. It used to be that you could cast ingots a lot faster than you could cast blocks. And so, aside from wanting to save yourself clicks, there was very few times where a casting basin was actually better. But now that it has this cooling time involved, the casting basins casting full blocks of metal, that's way faster. Way faster. Okay, so until we can get an aqueous accumulator or something like that, yeah, we'll just have to go with this. One for the road. Alright. Oh, I just realized something. If we use all of this water right now to make obsidian, we're going to have to go get more lava. Because these tanks have the same size to them. Oh. Actually, I think we do have to go get more. Because we need 16 pieces. Oh. Oh. Crap. Okay. That being said, let's just do it like this. Push. Oh, wait, what? Yeah. And that'll fill it up with water. You're coming with me. Wonder if this is going to work the way I want it to. I have a feeling it won't. We are getting more and more obsidian though, so that's nice. 7 blocks. 8 blocks. How many ingots does that translate into? I'm assuming that's basically one part, the way that like one part of iron would be. Yeah, so we're gonna have to go get some more. Gotta get some more lava. Actually, I might as well get 2 tanks of lava while I'm at it. Later on we can make an aqueous accumulator and we won't have to have a tank of water there. So that'll be fun. Alright, be back in a second as soon as we're done getting a little more lava. Okay, back with more lava. I think I actually put... yes, creepers. I knew you were around here somewhere. Ah. Did you go in my house? Yeah! Wow. I don't call you creepers for nothing. I had a creeper pothole in my front yard. Where did that other one go? There's another one around here a second ago. Anyway, back to business. I think I probably put an uneven amount of lava inside of here. Yeah, it's not like a whole bucket, basically. So we need 5 buckets and something. So at least 6 buckets to clear the water out. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should do it. Actually, we can probably just go ahead and configure this to push. And this one to push. There we go. And that should give us about the obsidian that we needed. 18 blocks, yeah, you know, close enough. So let's see, we wanted to do our plates that way. That's going to take a bit. And I think we said we were going to make the handle out of wood, right? We can go ahead and work on that. I think that's enough. Part builder. There we go. Okay. Yeah, the durability is terrible. It's just horrible. But that should be able to give us what we're looking for. A decent handle modifier. Oh, we've got to... Oh. We still have to upgrade this thing. Okay, that's actually not a problem. Let's see, because we can actually burn cobblestone into seared stone in the smeltery. Oh crap. Jerk! I knew it. I knew it. I knew there was another one. I'm going to end up like every conspiracy theorist that ever started a blog or talked about, you know, false flags and all that. I'm not going to name any names because I don't want a horde of angry conspiracy theorists commenting on all my videos. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. So we need 3 blocks of seared stone, which means we need 12 bricks. And I think you have to do 2 cobblestone to get 1 brick. So there. 10 blocks. What? It looks like I way overproduced obsidian. 10 blocks. Might as well cast that. I'm going to end up needing obsidian for other stuff eventually. I'll need a little bit for a sharpening kit. Yeah, let's see. Material cost 2. Okay, so I can leave 2 in there and that should be fine. Naturally, I produced way too much again. Alright, back in a second as soon as we get this tool forge upgraded. Okay. We've got our tool forge built. Slept so that it's daytime, so that maybe no creepers will creep up behind me. No creepers. And we're ready to build our hammer. There she is. So what kind of durability? Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. Mining speed. Oh. Maybe we should go ahead and make a sharpening kit. I can't remember what all the sharpening kit affects. I can't remember if that affects a mining speed and attack. Anyway, we've got ourselves a pretty decent hammer. And it'll repair with just a little copper and tin. Time to go give this sucker a try. Testing my cough button there. Oh yeah. Alright, hammer. Bronze obsidian hammer. Interesting. Man, I really did do some branch mining. Okay. Actually, I should be able to do it like this. And no luck. Oh well. Oh yeah, I like it. And we're already collecting plenty of building materials. We're going to have to set something up. I don't know. I don't think I have enough coal. We may have to start figuring out a way to refine our coal. Because we're going to want smooth stone to chisel into some better looking blocks to be able to build our base. And now that we've got our hammer, it's pretty much time to do that. 4, 5, 6. Actually, I hear lava. I hope we're not about to get a lava bath. Oh yeah, nothing beats that for mining. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure we've hit time, and then some. So I'm going to go ahead and use this hammer, do a little bit of wonderful, glorious branch mining. And by the time you see me again, I'm going to have tons of stuff. And we're going to have a new project to work on next time in episode 4. Alright, guys. See you next time.